For years, I was treated like the family failure, until I exposed the truth. I was the one secretly paying my parents' home loan caused by my father's gambling. One dinner, one confession, and the perfect family image shattered, leaving me finally free. I always thought my parents favored my younger brother Mason because he was the baby of the family. Turns out the truth was much uglier than that. It happened during our monthly family dinner, an event I usually survive by staying quiet and pretending the food is more interesting than the conversation. Mason had just landed some flashy job as a project coordinator for a real estate company, and my parents treated it like he'd been nominated for a Nobel Prize. Mom beamed at him. "Mason, you're going places. I'm so proud of you." Dad lifted his glass. "Finally, someone in this family is becoming successful." His eyes flicked toward me, and the message was clear. I kept cutting my chicken. Mason smirked. "What about you, Leo? Still fixing computers? You ever thought about doing something bigger?" Dad sighed dramatically. "He's comfortable being mediocre. Not everyone is built for success." Something inside me tightened, but I didn't react. I'd heard this speech my entire life. Mom added softly, "Maybe if you pushed yourself harder, you'd be more like your brother." That was it. I set my fork down. Speaking of pushing myself, let's talk about what I've actually been doing for this family. Dad's expression instantly changed. "Leo, not now." "No, Dad, now." I pulled out my phone, opened my payment history, and slid it across the table. "For 2.5 years, I've been paying your home equity loan. The one you told Mom was already paid off." Mom frowned. "What loan?" I turned to her. "The $1,750 every month he's been telling me to keep between us." Mason laughed nervously. "Come on, Leo, what kind of drama are you trying to start?" Dad stood up abruptly. "Enough!" Mom's voice cracked. "Harold, answer him. What loan?" He didn't say a word. So I answered for him. "The loan he used to cover his failed sports betting debts. The debts he promised were gone. The debts he forced me to pay temporarily, except temporary somehow lasted 30 months. Mom's hand flew to her mouth. "You promised me you stopped gambling." Mason was pale now. "Wait, you were gambling again?" Dad snapped. "You wouldn't understand." I stood. "And yet, I'm the mediocre one. I'm the one you called pathetic while I was funding your mess." Silence, heavy, suffocating. Mom whispered, "Harold, how could you do this?" Dad finally spoke. "Leo, just keep helping until the end of the year. I'll fix everything." I shook my head. "No, I canceled the next payment already." He stepped forward. "You can't do that. We'll lose the house." "That's not my responsibility anymore." Mason pushed his chair back. "Why didn't you tell me? I could have helped." I stared at him. "Because Dad said you needed to focus on your future. He said I was the reliable one, the backup plan." Mom looked shattered. Dad looked furious. I felt free. I grabbed my jacket. "You spent years telling me I wasn't enough. Turns out I was the only thing holding this family together." As I reached the door, Mom whispered, "Leo, I'm so sorry. I never knew." "I know," I said softly. "That's why I finally told you." Dad called me 19 times that night. I didn't answer. Mom texted the next morning. "I'm meeting with an attorney today. Thank you for telling me the truth." And that's how I discovered the only thing more fragile than family loyalty is the truth they never wanted to hear.